So is this Terra Steel maybe? Yeah, this is a dual wing beat, but does Heat Crash pick up at +1? We are a really bulky Ogerpon though. Well, Flare Blitz doesn't. Because the speed tiers, it goes first. I think if we survive this, we win. What's up, YPL? It's Jay Jingles back, and we're diving into week 3 of the YouTube Pokemon League. This week, we're up against Mario and the Villablanca Belligods, actually. His 2-0 record and a team featuring threats like Screamtail, Gouging Fire, Gothitelle, and King Gambit. This makes it our toughest challenge yet. We've prepped hard, and I think we've got an answer. Let's get into it. Well, that was fun. Just spent the last, probably 10 minutes trying to get Mario to connect. You know, he doesn't have a lot of experience in doing online battles, you know, in draft and this and that. Just to poke at him a little bit. No, he plays more draft than anybody I've ever met, so maybe Kev sucks. Good luck, have fun. You too. All right, we still haven't unlocked any music. Arvin, Nemona's kind of good for a first song. Oh boy, all right. What are we doing here? Okay. Come on, Mario. Connect. Preparations. There we go. All right. Okay, so what was our plan again? Does he has a lot of Terra Fire for but he can only do one. So how are we? He's got one Wide Guard user, so the Specs Prim looks okay. It's got to have Wide Guard on it. I thought it might have been Mian Xiao. Gouging Fire first as a lead makes perfect sense. I feel like Ogerpon and the Sandy Shocks go really nicely together. Yeah, because I feel like we can Earth Power that slot and Ivy Cudgel that slot. It's just, we have to really watch out for that that Screamtail. But no Gothitelle. I say we go Prim and then Torkoal. I say we try this. Nothing resists Moonblast aside from the Pokemon that Terras. Yeah, I think we should do that. And then we'll go from there. I just think water moves don't really make sense, so we're just going with Sun, and the Prim isn't really an issue in the Sun. So the Hydro Cannon play probably is not happening, but yeah, we definitely had some cooking. All right, good luck, have fun, Mario. Let's see how this goes. By the way, new mic, new me, everybody. And we'll see how it sounds. Hopefully the levels are good. And we got... Okay, this is not the dragon I was expecting as a lead, but that's okay. Okay, so we do have Power Gem for that Salamence. So we can always just double it. We can go Follow Me, but Dual Wing Beat's a thing as well. I feel like Spiky Shield makes sense, but... oh wait, no, let's go for the Sun boosted Power Gem, and that'll pick up. Or should. And he is a Terra Steel. Let me see. Does he? I don't think he would Terra Steel in front of this. No way. He might Protect, just to kind of see what happens. Protect, and then you go for an Encore the next turn or something, so... We're gonna have to do a lot of switching in front of this thing. Okay, what do we got? Okay, Proto goes off. Okay, it's not really a threat until the next turn. So Power Gem. Okay, so we should pick this up, right? Oh, that is bulky. That is very bulky. Go Wing Beat. Okay, we did read that. That's really strong. Wow, into a Torkoal too? I wonder if that's banded. Trick Room. Okay, so this is probably the Moxie version. Wait, no, did we get Intimidated? I don't remember. Let's see. Did we get Intimidated? Yes, we did. Okay, so... What are you setting Trick Room for, though? I guess the Gambit? So, I feel like we need to Flamethrower, right now. And then maybe we can Volt Switch out. Yeah, what do you switch? Probably the Gambit. I mean the, yeah, the King Gambit. So that means we can pivot nicely right now. Arachnid, okay. So we Volt Switched that slot, so we're gonna get some decent damage into it. How? Okay. Okay, so that negates my Sun boost. This is gonna do a decent chunk though. Oh, wow. Well, do we have any priority anywhere? Well, we are slower than it. Unless it's, we do think that Iron Ball going 1 point slower is a thing. I think we have to bring in this. And do we just start de-gleaming? Like, I don't think you set it up like this to hit wide guard. I don't think that makes any sense. Yeah, the things in the back aren't really gonna like this water move, so maybe we just protect with the Torkoal. And let's go for a D. If you wide guard here, hats off to you, I guess. Oh, we won't know if he goes first, though. He did go for wide guard. That's crazy. Drain Punch. Okay. Maybe he was just scouting, but like, Disable could come off, I guess. So we do hit this. Oh, no, we don't. Okay, sorry. Forgot how wide guard worked for a second. Do we just... You can't disable both of them. So... let me see. How much health does he have? Let's see if we just do it again. You're not going to wide guard again, are you? And Protect has a fail chance after the wide guard, so I don't think Arachnid's going to wide guard. So, okay, so it's not Iron Ball, and it does pick up, so we get a single target D-Gleam off on this thing. This is going pretty well, I think. Play rough, so this is and it missed too. Wow, we're getting a little lucky. This is going to hit hard. Oh, it didn't. That did a lot less than I thought it was going to do. Vex Prim. But we are in a pretty good spot now. Trick Room's going to end soon. So you've got the Salamence, which really doesn't want to come out. Who's Odin? Yeah, it's got to be Gambit. Terra Fire Gambit. So we can Earth Power that slot. And then we can Terra Fairy D-Gleam. No, we need to save this Prim, I feel like. How many turns of Trick Room am I left? 1. Okay, so this is probably a... Let's get... No, we need to make the most of our Trick Room. Let's Flamethrower this slot. And then let's go for a hard switch into... Because we do have Follow Me the next turn. Do we pick up a KO on this turn? If this is Swords Dance, that'd be crazy, but it's probably Terra Fire to resist it. Like, I don't know what else you're gonna Terra. Yeah. Let's see. Terra Fire. Okay, so when the sun goes down, this Prim is gonna hurt. And your wide guard's gone. So I think Hyper Voice is back in. It's back on the menu, boys. Cool. We needed that to pick up. Okay, so now Intimidate comes back on the field. What is this King Gambit doing? If this is a Swords Dance, we're in a bit of trouble. Kowtow. Can we take this? Yes. And I kind of don't want this Torkoal to ever come back. So... Okay, so this is... The dual Wing Beat makes sense. We are not faster than Salamence. So how are we going to get speed control? Let's Terra the Ogre Pawn here. Yeah, I feel like we can do that. And then we'll go for a... Hold on, what do we want to do? We wanted to Earth Power this slot, and then we're going to Ivy Cudgel this slot. Yeah. Okay, so I think we just need to lean on him. We haven't lost him on yet. Yeah, so the dual wing beat goes off, but do we take this? If this is Sucker Punch dual wing beat, we still get a lot of damage off. I feel like maybe we should have flamethrowered the Salamence there, but I feel like we needed damage on this King Gambit. Oh, we're faster. That works out. Yeah, so we're just leaning on him right now, so we should be okay. Especially with the, like, Swords Dance here gets a little weird because you can Sucker Punch to the end. Yeah, I don't even really care about that Torkoal. I didn't want it to come back. Okay, so when is Sun over? I think Sun ended, right? Yeah, and let's just Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice and then Stomp again. And that should do it. That should be a clean game 1. That doesn't do a lot. We are faster than it, though. So our prim is at 80, and King Gambit is... So, okay, so probably just doesn't have any speed invested in it. Okay, so that's a good GG, good game for us. So I don't think this is Encore Disable, because you just showed Play Rough, you showed Drain Punch. It's probably a bulk upset, so we don't want to let that get out of hand, so what do we... Man, Encore Disable really messed things up for us, so... And we found out it's not Iron Ball, it's Howl. And I don't think we saw Protect. Oh, we saw Trick Room, so there's no Protect on. I'm not taking notes, by the way. This is actually really bad. I'm not taking notes. So we should try to delete that... We should try to delete that that setup Screamtail. Or he doesn't do it again. I think we can go for a Prim lead. Team Star, sure. So what are we doing here? Maybe the Clefairy, but I feel like our Prim is still a really nice lead. Maybe we go Prim and the Scizor here? Like, we are Terra Dragon, but maybe we go Prim and the Sandy Shocks here, because I think that the Gouging Fire looks really good. I have to remember that that Gouging Fire is really strong. I don't think you lead the Araquanid, right? But this does give, gives us a pivot option. The Ogerpon has Follow Me, right? No, it doesn't. Okay, so we don't have the redirection. The Torkoal looks good. See, there's really only, like, Scizor looks okay. Like, it does. We might be able to go for setup, actually. And then the Torkoal, I think. Like, I don't know, is this the right play? I feel like Ogerpon's just so good. We are Life Orb boosted, so we don't necessarily need the Sun. Does he go for Trick Room again? It does give us a check. And just straight up Flamethrower is looking good. But yeah, that's Scizor. Let's see if we can bring it. I feel like this might be a mistake. How do we beat? We're okay. We're kind of hoping he doesn't lean on the Araquanid again. We did catch him on a switch in though, so maybe he just tries it again, and then... But that's the Trick Room setter. Yeah, okay. So we can go for the D-Gleam stuff. Yeah, Dazzling Gleam does cut... Or we just go for straight up Moonblast. Let's go for a D-Gleam. If this is Terra Blast, we might be in a bit of trouble, but I don't... Like, we're not setting the Sun for it. I think we have to go for Dazzling Gleam here, and then... Volt Switch again. Follow Me, that makes sense. We're still getting damage off. Let's find out if this is Assault Vest. That does respectable damage. Let me see. Heat Crash, maybe. I don't think... We can't switch into Scizor here. We'll just die. I don't think you Breaking Swipe here, so we don't take the -1. And we went for Follow Me, so... D-Dance. Okay. So you can only hit one thing at a time, though. So how much is this Dazzling Gleam gonna do? Okay. I really wish we had Follow Me right now. How do we take a +1? +1 into Prim? We are very bulky, though. Flare Blitz does a decent chunk. No, let's Terra Fairy. D-Gleam. And then... And we go for a... Can't try my guess. So this is Terra Grass, so that means... Oh wait, no, that's us. Okay, so he didn't Terra. I guess there's no reason for him to Terra there. Alright, we're up a game. Let's play like we're up a game. Protect, okay. So this is definitely hitting... Heat Crash. Okay, so this does a lot. Oh, we live. Okay, that's massive. Absolutely massive. And yeah, we have to pick this up with D-Gleam now, right? We just Terra Fairy'd. Oh, not with Citrus Berry. Oh boy. Okay, what does this do? It is Terra Fairy D-Gleam. With Specs. Ah, that did a lot. Okay, so the bonus is that Follow Me has to go off here, right? Let's save our Prim. What takes a heat? We could just straight out sack our Scizor right now. No, let's just keep doing damage. I think this is just Follow Me, though. Oh, wait a second. Oh, we do have Follow Me. Hold on a second. Hold on. I guess my paste is wrong over here. Oh, no, it says Follow Me. I'm just stupid. So we pick up the Clefairy. But we did just reveal Follow Me, though, for no reason. So if the King Gambit comes in and Sucker Punch... Well, we do have Follow Me still. Yeah, like I don't... How are you going to stop the Follow Me D-Gleam? Do you have any spread? Whatever comes in, we have to assume it has spread. So that was a fast switch. So Heat Wave, but it did dual Wing Beat. So Earthquake? But you would KO yourself? I don't know. I don't... We go for D-Gleam here, and... Like, we do have back row mons as well, we have to remember. I think we just go for Follow Me D-Gleam again. The Gouging Fire's faster. Does it pick up Ogerpon is the question. We could reposition right now kind of nicely, maybe? Yeah, let's reposition. Let's... Nah, let's just go with the basic play. I don't... So is this Terra Steel, maybe? Yeah, this is a dual Wing Beat, but does Heat Crash pick up at +1? We are a really bulky Ogerpon, though. Well, Flare Blitz doesn't. Because the speed tiers, it goes first. I think if we survive this, we win. We do. Okay. Flamethrower. Ooh, it's mixed. Okay, and now we can Earth Power that Salamence. So there goes the Gouging Fire. Respectable damage into that resisted hit. Like, Salamence is a good mon. So is this King Gambit? What would he have in the back? Araquanid? No, I think he would have brought it in by now to Wide Guard. I think this is... I don't think it's Scream Tail. We do have Bullet Punch in the back, so if it is Scream Tail, we're okay. What do we got? Pararam. It is Araquanid. Interesting. So this is just Wide Guard, I guess. It is Flamethrower, so if you Flamethrower that slot, I think, you know what we can do here? We can get... What does getting the Scizor on the field do for us? I feel like the Scizor's not very good. But we have to reset, but we're slower. Let's go for... Is this protect? No, it's either wide guard or the other. So it is protect, okay. So what's D-Gleam here doing to the Araquanid? I feel like this is protect and then just the liquidation into my Sandy Shocks and then he wins. That wasn't very well played by us. And I definitely don't think we take a, yeah, now he just wide guards till the end of the game. This is so bad for us. And he's got Flamethrower. We don't live this, no way. Yeah, that was a mistake by us. Ugh. We let him back in the game, boys. We should have switched. Even a Volt switch there would have been good. Because, like, how, like, that Salamence isn't even doing anything to us. Why did we do this? Like, there isn't even a crit that could save us. So we're just going to D-Gleam again. And then Bullet Punch. Like, why not? Like, we're just going to go down anyway. Yeah, this is a GG. It's Wide Guard Flamethrower into the Scizor, and then Wide Guard whatever into the, yeah. Okay, where did that game get away from us? I feel like Volt Switch doesn't really do anything for us. Getting 2 hits into that Araquanid would have been good. So a Volt Switch into that slot, and then sack the Scizor. And actually, that would have worked out really well in hindsight, because he protected that slot too. Yeah, now we're locked into D-Gleam for the rest of the game. Specs confirmed on his end. We gotta take this game 3, boys. Really creative name, Mario, by the way, just Dragon. That's funny. Alright, so the Ogerpon, the Follow Me was really nice. It actually came in kind of clutch. But he needs to have that Araquanid in the back, so what is he gonna do? So the Ogerpon, we don't have a grass move. The, it did dual wing beat, right? Yeah, dual wing beat and flamethrower. I guess you don't really need much fire to pick up a Scizor, so. So this might be the Terra Dragon. It's a D-Dance set on that thing. Yeah, keep playing. I feel like the setup is dangerous, even though he doesn't have Encore. He's got no priority. The Sandy Shocks is so important here. He's just gonna want to get rid of it. Team Star Boss, sure, why not? I don't even know what that is. Okay, so the Salamence with the Terra. Okay, so we can't lock into Dazzling Gleam again. Maybe we can lock into Moonblast. That does hit really hard, but the redirection is something. So what do we do to a Clefairy? Maybe we can go with Prim Scizor, or is that too slow? We don't want to let him get up a +1 though. Maybe we can just lead this, and we'll go for like an Eruption and an Earth Power into that slot. That would do a lot of damage. Like, it's really hard for you to D-Dance in front of a Torkoal. And then we've got this in the back, and then is it Pram again? I don't mind the way this looks like it'll play. Because what threatens Torkoal turn 1? And we have Sandy Shocks out there for the Araquanid if he leads it. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we just have to be smart about it. We can't let him do that again, because I feel like that was he knew that was our win condition, was to get rid of that that Terra Steel Salamence, so that protect made sense. And we didn't even consider that, so it's bad. Okay. So there we go. So we have a Volt Switch in that slot, and then you've got the bulk up stuff. So we can go for just like a straight up no, Eruption doesn't really make sense here. We could just Flamethrower the... Yeah, we have to Volt Switch the other slot, right? And then we Flamethrower the Scream Tail? Or do we catch him on a... No, let's do some damage to the Scream Tail. Let's see. It did like 95% with a Volt Switch. Like, that did insane damage. This is either a Protect or a Switch, so... I would prefer he didn't protect, but I don't know what he gains from protecting here. If this is Trick Room, that could get a little interesting. But we have a Torkoal in the field, so what do you... Okay, so that's a withdraw, which actually works out for us. We get a Volt Switch. Is this a Gouging Fire Howl? No, this is the Salamence. Okay, so this is probably a Switch Howl. So this is not going to tickle. Yeah, there you go. And then... So we know that we're faster than this Mence, right? So we could probably just bring... Well, actually, we could bring in the Prim. I feel like we can bring in the Ogerpon. Let me see, what do you do? So our Ogerpon is... So Sandy Shocks is 158. Ogerpon's 154. Yeah, I didn't even have to, I wasn't even looking. I knew it was going to happen. Okay. So we can... Okay, so that did a lot. So there's no way you Terra Fire makes sense. Ivy Cudgel into that slot, but we could Spiky Shield, actually. That would gain us something. So this is a +1 Screamtail now. Actually, we do have the Sandy Shocks in the back, so maybe we're okay with not hitting that slot. We know it doesn't have Protect, so let's Terra Fire Ivy Cudgel. And then maybe we just use an Eruption. Just Flamethrower, right? I don't think you Protect here. What does that gain you? I think maybe it's just another Howl. But I think you Dual Wing Beat that slot for sure, right? Still Wing Beat? This game's going quick for some reason. Like, I feel like I'm not processing enough things that could happen. And I might miss something. I know that slot doesn't have Protect, so the only thing that would save you is if you Terra the Screamtail, but I don't think so. Yeah, so there goes Screamtail. Yeah, and then this Flamethrower is not... You can't pick up Torkoal here. I think this is just a Dual Wing Beat, right? And it's not super effective, so we take it. Yeah. Yeah, this is a very, very bulky Ogerpon. Man, we could have Eruptioned here. Yeah, it doesn't do enough. Depending on what he brings in, we can Follow Me, and then we can Erupt here if we really wanted to. Okay, so this gets interesting now. We have the Sandy Shocks in the back for it, so we just need to hit it for a little bit. So maybe we go... I feel like this is just another Protect and the thing again, so Ivy Cudgel. If you Terra Water, you might be in a little bit of trouble. It's gonna hurt, but it does make... This does a lot of damage. Like, I feel like we have to do this. Like, you're just gonna Terra Water, that's fine, but this is still gonna hit really hard, I think. No, it's gonna do about a little less than half, but now Volt Switch picks up. He's not setting Trick Room anymore, so we can basically ignore that Arachnid, right? Tech makes sense. We do half to you, I think. Yeah, and Liquidation picks us up after, which I think is okay. Yeah, that did what we thought. Actually did a little bit more, so... Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that trade. We wanted that damage anyway. And we can't just ignore the Salamence here, so we're okay with that. I think we have to lock in Moonblast in the end, but do we bring in the Sandy Shocks here? I feel like it's really important. But we can bring in the Prim here. Like, the sun's up, and, like, what are you hitting Prim with Salamence? And it just protected, so, like, this is a really rough turn for him. Yeah, we're gonna save Sandy Shocks. And we're just gonna put everything into that right slot. So we're gonna Moonblast, and then we're going to... Flamethrower or Earth Power that slot? Yeah. Go for the double Protect. If you get it, I think we're in really rough shape. So if you switch something in, Earth Power is going to do a decent chunk. What happens here? This is a really close game, but like I feel like we let that second game get away from us. Come on, Mario. Decisions, decisions. The game is on the line, I think. If the gouging fire comes in here, wide guard. Oh, let's go. That's a huge turn for us. He might have seen that there was no end game. Yeah. You know what? I think I do the exact same thing. I basically, like, when you see the games kind of getting away from you and you're like, if I just play traditionally, I lose. So yeah, you go for the aggressive play there. Yeah, and we're just going to literally put everything into that right slot, and then Sandy Shocks picks up. But let's just make sure that leftovers doesn't get out of hand. So Volt Switch does, let's say the sun's gone, it does 66 to 80. And then in the sun it does 86 to 104. So it's probably standard, just max. So if the sun's gone, which it probably will be, what sun do we have? 1. Okay. So we just Moonblast this slot here, and then Flamethrower this slot. Oh, he went for the Protect. I'm not even targeting that slot, though. Don't get a Defiant boost, please. Thank you. Kowtow into what? Oh, it doesn't pick up. Yeah, we're really tanky. Cool. I think that's it. Woo, we really needed that. We really, really needed that win. I feel like I gave him a game, though. He did play well. He did exactly what he needed to do to come out with that win. Moon Blast, and then let's just Flamethrower. He doesn't quit here, does he? He might. No, he's just gonna let it finish out. I let last game finish out. Yo, that does so much. Woo! All right, we're the best. We're not the best. We're 2-1. But no, we beat Mario, who was 2-0 himself, undefeated, and we ended up managing to pick up that win. That's a yeah, like that Scream Tail. I feel like that Scream Tail might have been like a gift for us, unless he just respected the fact that I wouldn't let him Encore disable. But that's such a rough set to go up against. Like, you could bring that every week and you're just fine. Just maybe run Mental Herb or something, and you know, whatever. But no, that's well, the team worked and we adapted well. I feel like we had a couple turns that got away from us, but I think we're okay. But yeah, we pick up a win, 2-1, and on to next week, which I believe we're facing Gads. Peace.